𝙎𝙝𝙖𝙣. My name is 𝙎𝙝𝙖𝙣 from Hunters Point, California, San Francisco to be exact. You feel me? What I do, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a musician, rap artist. You know what I'm saying? Icon, legend, CEO status. You know what I'm saying? I'm an author. I wrote a children's book. I wrote an urban novel. I'm currently working on two other books right now, so I'm an author. Man, I'm a jack of all trades for real though, you know what I mean? But mainly Won't Stop Records, you feel me? CEO of Won't Stop Records, independent record company out of Hunters Point, San Francisco, California. That's
Okay,
the main thing.
for the people who don't know, for the people who've been living under a rock, let the people know about the beginning of Short View, man. What made you want to rap? What made you want to put your foot in the game to even be heard?
I say, well, I start doing music and rap. Well, I started rapping unofficially about 9, 10 years old. What really made me want to do it is just watching Run DMC, watching MC Light, the MC Hammer came, just all of that go way back. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You go way back in the early the late 80s and shit. The late 80s and shit. So not the Cool Herc and all that era, but the next era, really Run DMC when they kicked in the door. You know what I'm saying? When Run DMC kicked in the door really for hip hop, you know what I mean? They was the biggest first acts of hip hop really. So by the time they started doing it, you know what I mean, that's when I discovered a love for it. My mom used to take me to the flea markets at the Cow Palace. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in Sunnydale at that time. So mom used to take me to the Cow Palace and I used to pick up all my tapes, you know what I'm saying? Eazy-E, NWA, all the old school tapes and just bringing them tapes home and really just listening to them. That kind of desired me to create my first rhymes, you know what I mean? I had a couple early childhood names. I called myself Fly D at one time. I don't know where I got the D from, but I called myself Fly D at one time. My partner Therese from Shoreview, you know what I'm saying, he used to rap with me. We was young, like 10, 11. He used to rap with me. He called himself Frisco T, you know what I'm saying? So we had a little group called UGP, Underground Players, you know what I mean? Until we started getting off in the Shoreview shit, started making it with the SVP, Shoreview Players. And then we just kind of grew from there and just, sitting in front of the house speakers, you know what I mean? Pretending like we in all the dope boy cars and shit, you know what I'm saying? The Granadas with the gold ones and Vogues and all the colorful shit. We used to just pretend that we had some of those cars. You know when you used to play, go play, I picked that, I got that, or I don't even think I'm saying.
Bingo.
Yeah, bingo, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Riding down the street with moms and shit and then just picking out the cars like, that's gonna be me, that's gonna be me. So it's just our culture, just having a love for the culture and embrace me to want to do music for sure. But I didn't really step out onto doing music until after I got off in the streets. Then by the age of about 20, 21, when the streets was kind of like it was, I went down that route, and that route was coming to an end. That was like life or death. So when I could no longer be involved in the streets and no longer participate with that lifestyle, which was a great thing, but that led me all the way back to my first love, which was music. You know what I'm saying? So I basically didn't have no choice.
So growing up, in Hunters Point, especially back then with the RBLs and the 11.5s and the Lakeviews, Cool Nuts, and all of that coming out in that era, it was way more dangerous than motherfuckers think.
It was the most dangerous time. You know what I'm saying? That was like real. It's still real Frisco. I'm older now, so I still want to get a youth day credit because when I'm not being exposed to it, and I'm not experiencing, I look at it like, or a lot of us older guys, we look at it like that's not Hunters Point because our era, we considered that's all we knew. We don't even relate to the people that was before us that might could have told us like, man, we don't know what y'all doing. Y'all ain't really from around here. So we only gonna identify with our era. But at that time, you gotta understand it was what it's not now. It was the crack era at that time. So it was heavily dangerous. And in that time, there were no cameras all over the place. So when danger came, it wasn't nobody able to see the danger really like coming. Like now, everything is. I don't know how criminals get away with the shit they get away with now, but back then it was the crack era. So it was the Scarface era. You know what I'm saying? We come up watching Scarface. We want to do that and all that drilling and all that killing. So it was very dangerous, and that's why a lot of the musicians, as far as RBL and a lot of the musicians, Cool Nut, all of them, that's why they had so much of a hard time to make it, because of how dangerous it was, and the danger led to most of their demises and shit. And they couldn't really get that. It was 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you really couldn't be entertainment when you really dealing with this dangerous street shit. It's kind of hard to explain, you know. And I think it's better times now.
I'm not a young nigga. I'm 40 out here, so what I do remember is right in the midst of that shit though, when your career is taking off and you out here and it's like you just decided to take your show on the road. Like next thing you know, we see you rapping and you handing out the CDs in the hood, and next thing you know, we see you in Miami, Texas. So what clicked in your mind to make you feel like, man, I gotta make a move? Like this ain't it. What made you feel like I'm just finna gamble on myself and I'm finna take my talents here?
That was the thing that saved my life. Let me break it down kind of simple and kind of fast for you. For one, growing up in it, like I say, I started off in Sunnydale from the time I was born out the hospital to the time I was 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? 235 Blythesdale. You know what I mean? 2-bedroom apartment, whatever, living in the ghetto. Moved to Hunters Point, moved to Shoreview, 2-bedroom apartment with moms. For one, since I was this small, for one, I ain't never want to be in the shit to begin with. Like it's hard, it's struggle. It ain't supposed to never been glorified, and which I don't do it. But if I had we wasn't born with silver spoons in our mouth. So it didn't take a rocket scientist to feel like I don't really want to be here. I'm here because I gotta be. So when I did take the transition, like I said, the street shit had came to a dead halt end to me. It was for me. It was either kill, be killed. So that's only death or jail. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, it was 2000. What you speaking on? It was like 2006. At first, I didn't take my show on the road because going up that hill to Hunters Point, that's all I knew, bro. I would drive my car to Fillmore, drive my car no farther than Oakland or somehow, some way, my car would feel like it's driving by itself, and it would drive me right back to. I didn't have nowhere else to go. Even if I wanted to, I just didn't have nowhere to go. So my car gonna veer right. It's gonna like it's a Tesla or something right now. It's gonna drive itself right back to where I'm from. The point, top of the hill. But in 2006, my little brother wound up getting murdered in San Francisco. One of my mama's sons, my little brother. And
Rest in peace.
Yeah, and when he got murdered, I had a house getting built in Florida. For one, I had a house getting built from there. I ain't never even lived in a house. Told you.
I remember that.
Yeah, told you, moms. We had apartments. We living in the slums. So I had a chance to build my first house. I built my motherfucking house. I was 28 years old at the time. Built from the ground up. So while the time is getting built, I'm telling people in my family, I'm telling my little brother, everything, bro, this is for us. It's for all of us. We ain't have shit. This is for us. So in the process of me building that motherfucker, I got it built in 2005. And it took a year to complete for them to build it. It took a 1-year process. From 2005 to 2006. 2006, my brother got murdered. So soon as he got murdered, bro, I'm like, okay, now it's really turned up out here. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really about to. I'm damn near next. It's either me next. So my life on the line. So I'm like, okay, and I got 2 small children at the time. So me being a dad, that's what I left out. I left out all that. Really, my kids took me, on that different route of the mindset. I had my 2 small sons. I didn't want them to go to the schools I went to. I didn't want them to know the teachers. I didn't want them to. We are in danger speed. You from this Frisco. Like, we know Oakland, it's the ghettos all over the world. Frisco we was gonna get exterminated in that motherfucker. We was endangered species in that motherfucker. That's the most hardest thing you gotta do coming up in the 90s. It's coming living in Hunters Point, Sunnydale, Fillmore, any Lakeview, was to keep yourself alive. That was the main objective. But our parents, they didn't really teach us to, man, make sure you come back in this motherfucker alive. I got raised by an older woman, I got raised by a church woman, so she never talked to me like that. But that was the main objective, just stay alive. And you got a shot. Hell of us didn't stay alive. They was dropping like left and right like flies. So when little bruh got that happened to him, I had took my sons. It was basically like it. And it was hard. I'm going to tell you some real shit. When I got there to Florida and I moved into the house, it was culture shock for me. And somehow it almost, like, you know, that survivor's guild or some shit like that. I got hit with all that overwhelming, bro. I didn't even really know how to adapt to them surroundings, bro. I used to walk outside my house sometime, look at my neighbors, look at the sky and shit and be like, it'll feel like I don't even deserve to be here for some reason. I didn't know that I really did, but I coming from where we come from, bro. I'm 25 years living in the ghetto. I feel like this too good for me or something because it really was a dream come true, but it felt like it wasn't even real. It felt like only thing that I should have been accepting was back to where I came from, and that was hard because that's hard to digest. That's hard to keep yourself.
You was blocking your own blessing.
I was, yeah, before I was even able to enjoy them. Yeah, that was tough for me right there. For a long time, that was tough.
So you out there, you know what I mean? You already got the Frisco wiggle already. So what made you get comfortable? How did you get comfortable and be like, this is my home and I ain't going back?
That's a good question right there, brother. I didn't get comfortable. If we become successful, me or you, any of our friends we know, 9 times out of 10, or damn near 10 out of 10, we the first ones in our family to ever touch success. We don't even come from peers or nobody we can really talk to and be like what it feel like to be successful or ask them or see it, right? We don't have no family that them probably made it above and beyond. We striving to be the damn near the first ones. So I didn't get comfortable. And what I did get was I got homesick. I want to come back to Cali. I want to come back. I didn't know nobody out there. I didn't have no cousins. No. If the nigga go broke, the best place to go broke is in your own city because you got resources. You know what I'm saying? You go knock on a nigga door and sleep in his house, man. I ain't let you stay outside. Nigga, you go broke somewhere else where nobody know you, nigga, your ass gonna be fucked up. You feel me? So, but that wasn't the case for me. I just got homesick though. So when I got homesick, I told myself, bro, I ain't gonna go back to Frisco, cause mind you, I was raising my sons. So I'm not taking them back to deal with everything that I know as young black men. I don't give a fuck even if you raising kids in the city today, like boys, nigga, and you raising them damn near in the hood, they going through everything we went through. Everything. I didn't grow up with a dad, so I wanted to give my kids everything that I knew I would have wanted. I treat them just like I treat myself. Mind you, I told you, Brian wanted to motherfucking be in this motherfucker. I mean, not to. I mean, I love where I come from, all this stuff, man. But I wouldn't.
Been there your whole life though. You ain't gonna finish there.
Nah. And I'm not gonna bring my next generation up. I'm gonna bring them up with his advantages. I mean, you couldn't pay me to raise I love, like I say, that's cool. I'm from Hunters Point. My son ain't. I wouldn't have. Nigga couldn't have paid. Nigga couldn't whip my ass. Couldn't have threatened me and no shit to. Couldn't extort me and no shit to raise my kid in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When 50 said I'm gonna get rich or die trying. I was always on some. I'm gonna get my kids out of this motherfucker. I'm gonna die trying. That's what I owe to them. You feel me? Cause we just fortunate. Me looking at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just fortunate to even be here, bro. Motherfuckers probably been involved in way less than you ain't have to be doing nothing. We know motherfuckers.
A nigga had to evolve though, bro, to still be here though. A nigga had to let that bullshit go. Like I was telling you when we was texting, I said, I want these young niggas to know that it's real Hunters Point niggas out here that chose that money before that beef shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was niggas that was like, I'm finna chase this money. That beef ain't gonna get me nowhere. Like you just said, nigga, I don't want my kids, nigga, being raised at Hunters Point. That's the same mentality I had. Like, nigga, we finna do better than that. We gonna do better than that, bro.
It's a crab. It's a crab, and it's always as simple as it's a crab in a bucket mentality, bro. Like, even if they try to avoid the beef shit, you got niggas that maybe you just a nigga having paper in that motherfucker. I mean, nigga want to bip your window or something. Nigga want to break your car. Nigga want to be jealous of you. Nigga want to steal something from you. You gonna want to kill that nigga. So sometimes I'm saying most niggas in that environment can't avoid the beef. Like, you can't even avoid it. It's gonna knock on your motherfucking door when you in them elements. Best thing you could do is down there get your mind frame and get the fuck up out them elements, cause you know what I'm saying. It's man, that's where the wolves and everything. You know what I'm saying, they gonna eventually come. You gonna have to defend your shit. But another thing is, I want niggas to know that, see, we came from the dope boy era. I want these young niggas to know that, bro, these niggas gotta become, if we was called dope boy, I mean, if you motherfucker, instead of being a dope boy, be a technology boy. Man, that's real. We was led wrong, bro. Like, we was led wrong. We was led so wrong, we can't even... At this point, it's unstoppable. We can't even, this little shit, little, you know what I'm saying? Little trinkets and shit, gold chains and all that shit, bro. You were looking at these smart ass $1 billion white men and shit, they don't wear this shit.
I met a white man the other day, man. He been wearing the same shoes, nigga, for 6 months. You think he give a fuck about what somebody think about his shoes? They got holes in them, nigga, all type of shit. You think he give a fuck? He said he got $1 million in the bank, though.
They was raised different.
No.
They was raised different. We like, if I'm sitting in my house in Hunters Point, I'm looking out my window, my bedroom window, we looking at flashy shit, shiny shit. As kids, we trained to look at shiny shit. We trained to look at the Gucci's and it's like candy to us. Soon as we see that shiny shit, we get attracted to us as African American black people. We get attracted to that shit. So our kids, you know what I'm saying, like, they see Gucci's and all, they gonna want that shit, but and we ain't teaching them IRAs and financial statements, and that's why I named my new album $1 Million Plan. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I'm doing some real rapping on that shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing some real spitting and shit, but I'm trying to drop. If you really listen to it, I'm trying to drop certain financial terms and shit in a lot of the music, just here and there. I ain't trying to overwhelm them with it, but I'm trying to like sneak it in here and there if you really pay attention and listen. Now I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about just a lot of shit that we don't raise our kids in our culture to really know about the power of, bro. Like the Mexicans, Chinamans, and all them, bro, they do this shit different, bro. They establish a lot more. They stick together a lot more. The resources, they pool it together a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Might be 10 of them. They all putting in on the same shit. We as black people, and me included, everything I'm saying, I basically tell myself, me included, though, we be more for self. And I mean, like me, I gotta have my own house. Instead of living with a bunch of, I gotta have my own shit. I gotta have my own this. I gotta have my own company. I gotta have my own business. They don't like to share all too much, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a downfall.
Now that we done arrived, now that we you know, we a homeowner, and you know, we done got a little stamp in the game. People know you are in the rap game, you know. So what's the future of Shoreview, and what's the future of Can't Stop, Won't Stop? Like right now, today. Like when you present yourself to people and you out here, what do you want people to know about Shoreview, the man, and the legacy?
The future of me is my son, Fast Money BK. He been rapping professionally since he was 9 on Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? He went under the rap name at first, Baby Knowledge. He got 15 years old. He switched his whole shit up, gave his own self his next name, Fast Money BK. That's the foundation for me. I'm about to take a back seat on rapping and doing all the stuff. Like I say, I'm just trying to run the label company. But he the future of everything. I'm trying to get him to be, once he become a high earner to how I need him to be, he gonna be able to employ myself. He gonna be able to employ his mama. He gonna be able to employ people from our family. Say I got him making $5 million a year. he gonna be able to give us. He gonna be able to hand out. He gonna be able to keep $4 million in his pocket if he want, and put people on salary for a good $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Pay me $200,000 or something just for going to get him. I don't care what type of job he give me, as long as he can employ me. If he making a certain amount, he can employ me. So the future is to put that into my company, but also I got my clothing line. You know what I'm saying? Blue Bands World. You feel me? It's on the hat. You got the clothing line right here. Blue Bands World. Feel with the clothes and shit. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing the books and shit. You know what I'm saying? Write a couple more books. Serial entrepreneurship, bro. I want to get my help. I want to get my hands into owning some multiple like build me a real estate portfolio. So have me about like 5. You know what I'm saying? Got to get into like probably home flipping and shit. You know, on the HGTV channel and shit. Probably in flipping houses and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had opened up a store so recently, but I kind of sold it and let it go. But I'm probably gonna open up a few more brick and mortars. I got a few different companies. I got a company called I'm glad you asked that. This is because you know we could just ramble. What you really asked me, I got a company that I created called Worldwide Musician Directory. That's why I'm telling the boys, get into some technology. We gotta be the ones to create a Uber, create a DoorDash. We gotta be the ones to create the next platforms. You know what I mean? We got to be creators. Like, I'm going to always be a creator. So, but we got to be creators. I got a company I created called Worldwide Musician Directory.com. It's a website. It's really like a phone book for musicians. Whether you a DJ, whether you in Latin rap, whether you in whatever type of, whether you an engineer, you can go there and you can list the city that you doing music out of. So if you in San Francisco and you type in San Francisco and you don't type in no genre, everybody in San Francisco that have signed up for that website, they gonna pop up. Bam. You know what I'm saying? If you type in Oakland, all the musicians in Oakland, whether if they singers, they gonna pop up under that genre. So it's a dope ass site, bro. You gotta check it out. It's called
Nice, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
Worldwide. Nice. See, this whole get up is $25 to sign up for the whole year. So $25, that's the great part of the promotions. $25. If you can't invest $25 in your career, your music career, you might as well get this shit up. You can't even buy nothing to eat from McDonald's for down to $25. So if you don't want to spend $20, $5 for a whole year, you don't only have to be on Instagram. You don't only have to be on. You can be on this website for $25. Promote it in your city. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they pull you up, if a nigga pull you up and you don't pop, nigga gonna feel like you don't do music in that motherfucker. So it's a great, and then it's subscription based. So $25 a year, you know what I'm saying? Just think, I get 100,000 motherfuckers sign up, bro. That's what 2.5. That's 2.5 for that year. I get 20. I get 1,000 motherfuckers sign up. You know what I'm saying? That's 25,000 in my pocket. You feel me? I get 10,000 motherfuckers. You just do the numbers. That's 250 bands. So
you done learned how to work this digital trap. I see.
Oh, we gotta create something. Nigga, I want to be a motherfucker that invented Uber or something. Look, bro, if a motherfucker got Uber, it's more than 1 million people in the United States using Uber every day. So if the motherfucker that created that only getting 10 cents every day off 1 million motherfuckers, that nigga making 100 bands every day. 100 bands every day is what's that? 3 million a month? 3 million a month times a year, that's what, 36 M's? Them niggas making way more than that. They making way more than that. I'm just giving you the small numbers though. You feel me?
I'm giving me the little man numbers, but them is great too.
Yeah, but them niggas making, cause them niggas getting like $1 off the service fee. Them niggas collecting like $1 off every head that ride in that motherfucker Uber or DoorDash or anything, just off the service fee. Now all they need is 1 million motherfuckers to use DoorDash and shit every day. Them niggas just buku money. So that's why I say you gotta be, man. Niggas ain't have to. See, if you a technology nigga, you know them niggas go to jail too. White collar crimes. You could do some sneaky, dirty shit playing with a lot of money. You could do the right thing, and you could just get rich. I'm just saying, like, we led our culture wrong. You can't just be thinking nigga gonna be pimping and nigga gonna. That's small money. Nigga, San Francisco niggas hustle, bipping cars and bipping windows. What you making, nigga? You gonna be lucky as a motherfucker if you bip a window and it's 500,000 in that motherfucker. You might get lucky once in your lifetime with some shit like that. Niggas ain't trying to leave no 500,000 in a motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? So all the other niggas that's bipping, only one nigga in the city probably gonna hit that and get bipped. So everybody else, because it's all about how much you make per year to live comfortably.
Crabs in a bucket, man. Get out of there. Tell her get out of there, man.
How much money is you making doing it? Can you survive on? See, that was the backwards ass shit we was led when we niggas was dope dealers and all this shit. Niggas wasn't really making no money. We risking our life standing on the corners for shit that can't even pay regular work people paying their mortgages and shit. Nigga, we wasn't gonna be able to pay that shit. Well, all we doing is buying us nice ass cars. That's all we had money to really do, buy us nice ass cars. Niggas wasn't buying their mama houses and
some jewelry.
And jewelry and shit like that. Stay living in the hood.
Like I said, man, that's the reason why we do this show, man. We want the youth to know that it's niggas that been in your position and we made it out, man. We here talking this shit today and trying to give this game because, you know, we want you to be better. Like you just said. We want you to be better than what we did. I want you to start Uber, or I want you to start a YouTube channel with something. That's the direction we trying to lead people in. So if they not listening, man, and you know,
it's a lot less risk involved. It's a lot less risk involved. And if you hit that certain number and you get lucky, you gonna cap out, bro. It's gonna be nonstop. You know what I'm saying? So I say technology. You know what I'm saying? Or become a doctor, lawyer. Or, I don't know. What mainly we trying to tell you is, be intelligent about this shit. Nigga, us, you know what I'm saying, African Americans, bro, we one of the most, we like the most, what word I'm looking for? We like the, ignorant. We the most ignorant damn near culture, bro. When it's time to get ignorant, we do that shit well, bro. You gotta be intelligent around this motherfucker. Can't be scared to be smart, nigga. Like, be smart. That's how you get money. That's you gotta be smart. Nigga smoke weed all day, popping, doing all that dope things. Man, you gonna get high, bro. You losing your brain cells and shit. You can't really think how to get really out the rat race. This shit is serious around here, bro. Like, the cost of living and all that shit is going up higher and higher. It's gonna be harder for our next generation and our kids to really make a life in this motherfucking world, bro. They gonna be like, they gonna really have to pull together for one.
You know what I said the other day?
What's that?
I said, in the future, it's gonna be all robots. We got to figure out how the robots gonna work for us.
Nigga, you gotta figure out how can you make one.
Man.
You gotta be smart enough to figure out how you gonna make one or how you can control. Bro, you gonna have to be smart. The smart niggas is the mother. Bro, they led us wrong, bro. They led us wrong. We thought it was cool to be not smart. We thought it was cool to be that we thought we was, man. And that's another thing, like even with the athletes and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? These niggas go to work every day, bro. They work like how they playing in the NBA playoffs and shit right now. Look how many games them niggas play, bro. They work hard so when I see shit like that, I'm thinking like, damn, nigga, that's how you gotta, if you doing music and shit, you gotta go hard like that. You gotta rap every day, nigga. These niggas playing ball every day. So you gotta treat all this shit like a job, nigga. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, and another thing is, most of the time we always want to win before we even play the game. You gotta enjoy the journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we watching the Warriors and the Lakers play, nigga, before the game even start, we want the Warriors to win. They ain't even played the game yet. Before the game even come on, nigga, like, they gotta win. You want a motherfucker to win before the game even get played. So if you don't involve yourself in certain games and play certain games, you damn sure ain't gonna have no chance at winning that motherfucker. And then while you playing and you ain't winning, don't give up or be hindered by it. You gotta do that shit for a long time, man. Like, you gotta do that. You gotta enjoy the journey, man. That's another thing I do. I meditate a lot, so you gotta enjoy the journey. Like, you gotta enjoy. And what I'm saying is easier said than done. I'm trying to practice what I'm preaching, but I'm preaching to my own self. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to enjoy the journey. You got to enjoy the present moment, like right now. You got to enjoy the struggle to get you to the next level. But You can't, what I'm saying is most motherfuckers don't want to put the work in. They don't want to work. And I want to take my hats off to you, bro, because I've been checking the interviews. Nigga, you've been consistent. So I want to give your flowers, bro. You been consistent. Nigga, that shit gonna pop.
I appreciate that.
Nah, I want to give them to you for sure. You gonna pop. I want a motherfucker to be like, I don't do that many interviews, so I want a motherfucker one day to come back on my shit and be like, man, we got to check out a Shoreview Shan interview. They ain't gonna find them all over the place. I want a few million motherfuckers to watch this one. Run your shit up. Run them views up. Run your channel up. Just like, damn, them motherfuckers came out of nowhere. That's all it take. That one. You feel me? You got to keep shooting.
Hell yeah, man. Like I said, I've been following you, bro, and you know what I mean? You've been like a mentor to me, just me watching your hustle and watching your shit. And like I said, it made me want to strive for better. It made me want to take my hustle to different heights. And like you said, you've been on the serial entrepreneur shit. And that made me feel like, you know, we started from them $10 CDs and selling them $10 CDs. And now we streaming shit. And, man, you got to elevate with the times, man, or you're going to get left behind.
Yeah. You got to.
We appreciate you coming in here, bro. And when you drop that next album, and before you leave, tell us a little bit about the book. Give us a little brief or something about the book.
Well, the book is San Francisco American Ghetto Story. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good read too. Boy, I start reading a little bit of this shit. This shit gets spicy up in here.
Okay.
It gets spicy up in here. It's really what it said is San Francisco American Ghetto Story. It's taking you back to the 90s. But y'all gotta check out my new album though, $1 Million Plan. That month it's on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music at. You gonna go to YouTube. You can listen to the album anywhere you want to listen to it at. You know what I'm saying? The album it's a night. I wrote the album last month in April. Recorded the album last month, so it's brand new. It's just some new thoughts I had. You know what I'm saying? Came up, put it out there. So it's a great body of work. That one right there. That's my ninth studio album. So I got 9 albums.
Hey, say that then. Put them stats up there.
Yeah, I got 9. I'm sitting on 9 albums right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the 9th. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when I'm gonna work on the 10th one, but the 10th one I'm gonna start dropping more frequently though. Now I am. You know what I'm saying? Like my label, Won't Start Records, we got our own studio now, so we working, man. But the album is definitely nice. I would appreciate. You know what I'm saying? If you could go take a listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Give me some feedback. Hit me on Instagram, Shoreview Shan. Hit me on Facebook, Shoreview Shan. TikTok, Shoreview Shan. YouTube, Shoreview Shan. Everywhere, Shoreview Shan. You know what I'm saying? Pandora, everywhere you can think of. You type my name and that motherfucker's gonna pop. You know
like I said, we don't want to hold you too long, man. I appreciate you coming in here, man. We gonna keep holding up this Hunters Point flag, man. And we gonna inspire wealth to the young brothers. We've been tough our whole life, man. Being tough don't impress me no more, man.
No.
Come to me with a business idea, you know what I mean? Come to me with some merch or something, and I support. But
we got lucky to make it this far. The next generation, bro, they gonna starve them out, bro. They gonna starve niggas out, bro. And especially living in San Francisco, you gonna be priced out that motherfucker. You gonna have to go. They gonna have that shit glitz and glamour like Paris or something one of these days. And if you can't afford to be there, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And so wealth is for sure what we supposed to be pushing. Getting it the right way, where it's on paper the right way. So you can spend your shit. So you don't gotta go to jail behind it. Because just having money, they'll send you to jail even if you ain't did nothing wrong to get it. If they don't know you got it, then you going to jail. It's Wesley Snipes, all them paying taxes and all that shit. Nigga, it's a crime just to have money in America. If they don't know you got it, even if you ain't did nothing wrong to get it. So you got to know how to get it. You got to damn near let them know you got it. And you got to give them a little some of it to keep it. And then be able to spend it right.
That's real.
But we don't teach our kids that. We don't. My mama didn't have no house. My mama ain't had. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't talk to me about all this shit. She wasn't wealthy. What you said, the word wealth, bro. We gotta strive for that, and you gotta be intelligent to get to that. You can't smoke weed all day and lose them brain cells and not be smart and think you gonna hold on to your money. You know what I'm saying? Or just getting high all day. You can't do that. So having a sober mind, that's gonna go a long way. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. And you know what I'm saying? If you can get some money and you can get high, you know, more power to you. Some niggas could do it. Everybody can't. Motherfuckers getting high, they sleeping in tents out there in the city and shit. Niggas ugly. So wealth, bro, you know, nigga gonna get priced out or left behind. This world we living in gonna get more and more expensive. And it's a scary thing. Honestly, it's really scary.
You know what I'm saying? And the smarter you is, the more money you gonna have.
You better be smart. Because our kids and shit, when they sitting in class goofing off, wanting to be the class clown, getting kicked out of school all the time, and then you got another race, another culture, which, you know what I'm saying, I fuck with the other race and shit, but when you got a Chinese or something sitting next to your black student, and this Chinese got his head down in the books, you know what I'm saying, and learning all this shit for he can teach his family. His whole other family can't even, they learning every shit. Every time he come home from school, he teaching them motherfuckers how to even speak English and shit. So he taking school home, so he taking that school hella serious.
Nigga passing down more than money. You passing down knowledge. Nigga, that's worth more than money.
That's what they passed, that's what they been passed down. That's why they come over here, don't even speak no English. Give them a few years, nigga. They all in Benzes. They all got houses, nigga. Come on, bro. We be behind we've been behind, bro. I was led wrong. That's why I'm still out here wearing gold chains and shit. I was led wrong. It's hard to break. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? But my kids too.
We here to tell our story. Hopefully you listen and soak some game up.
Yeah, hopefully you do. Keep following us, too. Just keep following the evolution, you know what I'm saying? The elevation. Keep following us. Keep tapping in. It's more to come, for sure.
Well, I appreciate you, bro, man. You know, have a nice rest of your day, man. Tap in with me whenever you need me, man. I'm here.
I appreciate you, too, brother. I got to get my son, Fast Money BK, on your platform.
Soon as send the shit to me, his little profile, and we could get it done.
I'm going to send it ASAP.
For sure, man. Hunters Point forever and Hunters Point wealthy, man. Fuck that gangster shit. We want Hunters Point.
Yeah. Hunters Point forever. That's for sure.
I love you, bro.
Love you too. HP. Woo.